Okay, good evening all. Okay, so today uh, the first session of Give Back to the Society. So this topic will comes under that program. So the main major scope of the program is to give back to the society whatever I learned last 20 years. Okay, so this will help for who are studying for computer science or they are in the final year of graduations like BE computer science or BSc computer science. Those people will get to know more detail about our IT industry and going forward, like for how the IT industry is going to be sustained and how it is going to grow and which area the IT industry is looking for more resources and as a fresher, as a new learner, which skill they can learn and where they can improve their soft skill as well as for the job finding mechanism and continuous learning process wise which platform can be used. So those things which we can discuss one by one. Let me introduce myself. My name is Suresh Kumar, and I worked with IBM, Cognizant, and HP for more than around 15 years. 8 years I worked with IBM, 5 years with Cognizant, last 2 years with HP with Micro Focus. And yeah, this is my short description about myself. And if you want to more detail about me, you can check in my LinkedIn. I can show that the LinkedIn will be like for uh, this is a LinkedIn page. ZKR Suresh Kumar and Solution Architect for Automation. And this is my LinkedIn link. You can check it over there. Okay. And today I'm taking this a five topic. These topics will cover for top five trends in the information technology industry. The first one, which we talk about that artificial intelligence and machine learning, and we'll go for quantum computing, cybersecurity, virtual reality, and augmented reality, and automation. These are the five trending technology currently is moving. So we are going to discuss about that each topic, and hope this session will be more interesting to the student as well as for a new learner in the computer science. Okay, so first topic will be talk about the artificial intelligence. So what is AI? So the AI is nothing but it is an artificial intelligence. So for to understand the AI, we'll go one step back. So our computer industry, we talk about the IT industry. The IT industry started around 25 years back. So we have developed a lot of systems. So those are all up and running in all over globe. And we have created n number of websites, n number of mobile apps with the Android, iOS, and also lot of mainframe systems are running over there. So we have collected n number of data. So those data are now available in the server. So now that new technology called the artificial intelligence. So far we are developed the system. Those systems will work like for the machine. Machine means then it will do automatically. But even though we have to give some instruction to the other machine, that machine will do the job as expected or as instructed to the machine. It will work it out. It never care about that it's not, it will not have any intelligence. Okay, so now we talk about what is intelligent. Okay, so when you talk about artificial intelligence, just we have to understand that what is intelligent, who have the intelligence. As a human being, we used to have the intelligent in our brain. That intelligent will work whenever things are happening, it will work automatically. For example, in our eye, if any fire or any sand is coming near to our eye, that we can close our eye automatically. We will not instruct to the brain to close it, but it sense the fire or any rain or any air is coming, then our eye will close automatically. This is called intelligent. But so far the machine which we have in our industry, so those are all will not work automatically. It will work based upon the instruction what we given to the system. Based upon that, it will work. For example, if you want to calculate something 1 plus 1, we have to write a program saying this. If it's 1 plus 1, we have to return the 2. And the same way, if you are giving 1 plus 0, then it will give the 1. But the function will be there backend. But it's not having any intelligent. Same way, when you want to implement the intelligent need a lot of data to store. Based upon the data, it will react. For example, if you want to segregate as a human, which is dog, which is cat, we know this the cat and dog how it will look like. But when you talk about when we are asking computer to identify which is dog, which is cat, it will not. But we can teach, we can train that system as a which one is a dog and which one is a cat, so that artificial vision systems can be have the capability to identify what is dog, what is cat. So our major input for the artificial intelligence is pure data. So that's where the IBM term which they will say the AI will not work without IA. What is the IA? The information architect. The information architect is the base of the artificial intelligence. So how we can create the information architect? So we have a n number of data in our server. So we have to create such an architect base to work such any artificial intelligence models, so that our models, the intelligent will work as expected way, or the intelligent will work very intelligent way, how we teach or how we give the input, how we train the system. This is called artificial intelligence. When you talk about artificial intelligence, what are the technologies there? So we have the natural language generation and natural language understanding and speech recognitions and machine learning, virtual agents, expert systems, decision management, deep learning, robotic process automation, and text analysis. Maybe we have the wondering that, or we have a question about that, where these kind of systems are going to be placed and how we are going to utilize. Okay. So when you talk about natural language understanding, okay, so for 5 7 years back in the smartphone we cannot speak anything to identify, but now we have the Google itself, we have the mic and we can talk something, then it will convert it into text and it will search based upon that. So there is a conversion is happening with the voice to text. So this is the one of the intelligent which is working beyond that. So that machine will convert the voice is converted to the text. For that we have to train or we have to make the system to work as an input, because here the humans, all humans will not talk the same tone of the any language. So we have to train the model or we have to train the system to understand the input. N number of people will talk the same language and different voice and method, so that our system will be recognized and it will talk about or it will convert into text, so that our system will work automatically. The same way for the text analytics, based upon the text we can convert or we can retrieve the data and we can do some analysis on that, then we can roll out the report. And same way we can see the deep learning and the decision management. The decision management for most of the times, the corporate or wherever, the decision management is a very crucial or very tough job to do. So for that, we can use our artificial intelligence. But we can think that whenever we want to take some decision, so we have to think a little bit our experience, a little bit our discussion with other people, then only we make the decision. So for that, we can create our system and we will feed the information to the system and we will ask or we'll create the system to work as our a personal assistant that the decision management will taken very accurately based upon the information which we already feed it the system. Same way we can go for deep learning. The deep learning is nothing but it is a understanding the learning of the system. For example, we have the n number of data are available, but how we are going to use the data to, use in the useful way. For example, the deep learning will be like for chessboard. When you want to play the chess game, so when you want to make single move, so we have to think of multiple choice and multiple way of probability as to think. Based on that, we can move. So that is a deep learning which the artificial intelligence technology is used to develop such a system. So we can say AlphaGo is the another one game which played in China and South Asia side. And this IBM is Google is developed the AlphaGo system to challenge the human, and it won the prize. So those kind of deep learning systems are created. That is also we can we can use it for our learn that artificial intelligence. And the next one, which we talk about the robotic process automation. The robotic process automation is the another way of doing for automation. So for the automation industry, we have the single uh, technology automation. So now how we can adapt it with more than one technology. For example, if you want to retrieve the data from the Excel sheet and we have to update the same data into PDF, we have to use for robotic process automation. So this will helpful to be for with help of artificial intelligence technologies. Okay. Hey, someone joined. Who is this? Jagadish? Are you able to hear?
Yes,
Yeah. Just we started this program. Can you introduce yourself? You are where you from and what you're doing? Okay. Let's move on to the next topic. The next topic will be the quantum computing. The what is the quantum computing? The quantum computing is the another next generation of our computing technology. So for our technology which we have in our world, this will work for 0 and 1. But going forward, our 0 and 1 will be is the base, and based upon that, the quantum computing will be developed. And for this technology, that this is a purely hardware part, and Google as well as for IBM, they are spending more uh, amount of time as well as for money on for developing a quantum computing. Once the quantum computing is developed, capability to think, and our thinking capacity will be automatically will be so huge in the sense it will predict automatically, and it will predict a number of mathematical calculations, and beyond the limit it will think, and this will calculate very quickly on this. Still we are in the developing stage of quantum computing, but already the Google and IBM was developed such a quantum computing systems, so that is yet to implement in the going forward. And the next one is for cybersecurity. In the very freshers as well as for a new trainer which they want to implement for the security in their applications. Definitely, the cyber security is one of the very key and skilled area to focus on that. Whoever the fresher, they can learn the cyber security, because when the IT is growing, IT cannot grow without cyber security. Cyber security is the part of the our one of the capability. So this will help you to be take care or save our data with cybersecurity. So all data will be saved, or all data has to be saved with help of cybersecurity people. So that our all the personal information data and our functionality data, those things will be saved, and it is very uh, the system will be very safe hand, so that the hacker cannot be attacked over here. So for that, we have a number of cyber security tools are available. Even though the cyber security can be applicable for in all the field, IA, 5G, and for blockchain, IoT, and quantum computing, and collaboration between organizations. This is a very major areas, and cloud computing also. So wherever any entities, any two entities, like for the two system want to communicate one to one, definitely is a different network will be there, but different framework will be there. But when the data is getting distributed from one node to another node, how the distributions can be happen? So those things can be defined over here. For that, the cybersecurity team will help you to be identify the wherever the leakage will be there, and how to avoid those leakage, and how to arrest those leakage, and how we can take it forward in the next level. Okay. Next, we'll move for the virtual reality, and for AR. So when we talk about AR, the augmented reality and virtual reality. Okay. So now, so far, we are using our mobile phones, and we are using our laptop to share the data and record the data for learning the data, whatever we are doing with the laptop and mobile. The same way, now we are moving into next generation of the VR and AR. The VR and AR will be utilized for to record our existing data, and utilized for our new way of new method of experience our existing data very closely. For example, in virtual reality, for example, if you want to buy the car, so you have to go to the showroom, and you have to look at the car, and you have to experience, or you have to touch, and you have to feel. Then only you can give the order for buying the car. But when the virtual reality getting implemented, the virtual reality software can be implemented in any devices. With help of the devices, you can find, or you can feel the product, how it is look like, and how the width and all those things there, how colors, how the dashboards are there. So we can feel that. So this can be helpful for any industry. Okay. For example, if the any medical industry, if any nursing colleges there, so when we want to train the nurse, so we need the human body, physical human body need to train the nurse. So instead of thinking that we can create such a software, and we can feel that when the virtual reality will help you for that. So we can touch, and we can feel that when we are touching the body, how we feel. The same kind of sense can be transformed to us, and also we can imagine that. Whenever we imagine that, we have the virtual reality instruments that can be weird, and based upon that we can imagine that, and we can look at. For example, if you look at our in front of the computer, whatever, we can see all the objects. Okay, these are all objects, but all objects can be converted into single instrument, and it can be converted into single object, and it's very close to our eye. Then we can feel that objects are very close to our eye, and we can imagine that we are into that virtual reality system. Those kind of systems are getting developed in Chennai, IIT Madras. In incubations, they have a lot of small organizations, or they are developing the VR and AR related product. Those products are going to be rolled out very future. Okay. And next, we'll move for mixed reality. The mixed reality will be virtual and augmented reality. Both reality will be mixed, and we can touch and feel, and also we can glasses also we can feel it. So now, for example, I can say virtual reality. So far, we are wearing the specs. Within the specs, we can see only for the in front of the object. But going forward, that specs itself, our computer or mobile will be going to be developed such a way in the specs itself. So within the whenever we wear the specs, then we can identify that how things will work, those things which can be done. Okay. Next, we will go for automation. So, the software automation. The software automation is the another growing area. So far, we have a number of softwares are developed, and those softwares are need to be enhanced, and those softwares are need to be utilized very frequently, and this will helpful for our software development lifecycle. Deployment can done very quickly on this. The automation is the one of the major lever wherever the manual work can be reduced and the manual work can be converted into automation, so that the our day-to life deliverable can be done very quickly. So for this automation, the technology-based, a lot of open source automation tools are available, and paid tools also available. So those tools are which can be in the cloud. Also, those tools are now it is available in the license for distributed license and system-based license are available. So open source also available. Open source tools also which we can use when you talk about the web automation, API automation, mobile automation, and identify the performance automation. Those kind of tools can be utilized for our automation purpose, and we can deliver our product on time with quality. Okay. So coming upcoming sessions, we will have more detail about the only about automations and rest of things also which we can discuss. But this is the our first session which is rolling out, so that we are giving the overview, and going forward we will have a very deep session about each technologies. Okay. And this is a reference link which I want to share with you all. And the first link will talk about the Humani. The Humani is the very latest technology. They are developing the instrument. Uh, the instrument will replace our mobile. So nowadays we have the mobile and we have to switch on the mobile and we can see the mobile and we can do our activity whatever. But we can we can imagine that without mobile we will have some devices. That devices will be in our pocket, and we can use our arm towards a screen and we can do some instruction and whatever we can do. So what is the benefit of that? So nowadays we can say this whenever the big problem here, like for kids too and all age people, when they are spending the time on the mobile, they are looking on the screen and they are getting they are addict on the eye disease. Okay, so to avoid that means we cannot uh, avoid the smartphone uh, technology, but we can change the smartphone benefit in the different way. That is called human is doing, so that they are developing the devices. That devices can be inserted in our pocket, and whenever we are getting the call, then we can switch on that and we can speak and we can inform something to the particular devices. It will do automatically. It will be a combination of mobile as well as for personal IA. Okay. So now another one, talk about the personal AI. The personal AI will talk about it will be act our friend, or it will be act our uh, mobile phone. So whenever what we are searching or what we are trying to identify the mobile phone, yeah, it will throw the data. Same way we can get those data from the even personal AI also. Okay. So in coming session, I will explore more about this personal AI also. That will give more insight to you all. And this is the three links which I want to share with you everyone. So these three links will help you to be for to learn yourself, or individually you can learn the Coursera, also for Udemy and IBM training free also available. So you can use the link and you can get more detail on that. Yeah, this is the end of the session today, and I hope this session will help to everyone. And uh, thank you so much for joining the call. And maybe we will schedule another session for next month, and we'll have deep dive on for each topic. And if any query, you can reach out to my mobile as well as for my mail. It is given out here. You can send a mail or you can give a call to me, and I can help you on this related with any other topic which we discuss on here. Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll see you. Okay. Bye.